How's it going, everyone? This is Maya Hello, and welcome back to Spyro the Dragon Blind. I'm still on Haunted Towers because I have like 106 gems to collect, and they may all be concentrated within this one area where I need a fairy, but I don't have access to a fairy, but there's a ton of knights that will probably give me a lot of gems. So this is Thursday. It's like 9 p.m. my time in the Pacific time zone. So what that means is that there may be people who have commented on my previous video who might have given me hints. As of now, I have not received the hints, if I have received the hints. So instead, I did some searching, and I didn't go beyond stumbling upon SpyroHints.com, and I think it proposed a solution to me which I'm not too fond of, but hear me out. So I guess what they recommend is just go fast. Like, go past everyone and try to get to the end before everyone gets resurrected. Yeah, that's it. You just have to do that. That's so dumb. That's the solution? Just run past everyone before they come to life, and that is dumb. Well, at least I can destroy you now. You've caused me so much heartache. Like, I mean, not too much heartache, but it's not as if I was losing sleep over you, but, you know, it's like this was like a final solution that I was trying to get a hold of, and man, I sure am keeping this fairy power up for a long time. Is it like permanent? Because that fairy was yellow, not blue or purple. So do yellow fairies just give you permanent, like, upgrades or something? Because that is pretty powerful. So I should be... Yeah, I think she's... So that's all there is to it then. I think the yellow fairy is like some sort of permanent upgrade, because I never seem to lose that upgrade. So I'm sure that's something that you would have told me, and let me say this, that would have been something I would never have found out on my own. What I had in mind was maybe like try to bring the supercharge so that you supercharge that one treasure chest with all of those gems, and then use the supercharge. Okay, my hypothesis was maybe the final fairy is inside of that one treasure chest. That is a dumb idea, but that's all I could grasp. So you could tell that I was being pretty desperate, and like I had no clue of what this right answer was. So that was something I needed help for, definitely. The problem is I'm not too happy with the solution. It's really, you just have to... It's the equivalent of brute forcing it, pretty much. I mean, that's pretty much it. You just brute force things. I wanted to get out of your range, but no. Alright, well, time to do a thing and get our first game over at a boss level. Jacques. So it seems like Sai and Yoshi is excited for this boss. So let's see how it is. Things look very dark. Is that lava? What the hell are you, Mr. Grabby Hands? Okay, so there's some treasure chests. There should be nothing in this direction. Good. So, yeah. How have you guys been since last week? What's with you? Okay, I know how to fight you, and there's like two grabby hands actually. So one goes down. I know how you work now. These enemies are just very confusing because it's like I've never seen these enemies before, and this level seems nothing like the previous levels. So this is weird. That's all I'm gonna say about this. everything is weird about this. Like, the music is weird. Yeah, there's a lot of branching paths here. So I do expect to lose this life since, let's face it, I mean, it's not as if I'm dying at the moment, but I don't trust myself to keep this life. So, like I said, I am pretty much prepared to get my first game over at a boss level. Because this should be my first game over at a boss level, right? Like, okay, you. These enemies just feel so out of place too. The way they move so slowly, the way they look. I'm not being racist or anything, or I'm not being, I'm not trying to discriminate here, but it just looks so weird. So out of place, as I've said before. God, you treasure chests suck. I'm so glad I could break you instantly back in Haunted Towers. 502 dragons. What is this, 2 dragons in a boss level? So, it's kind of interesting how they kind of bring in the lava gimmick now, seeing that it was like not introduced before. I mean, I can probably see this level being like the last boss level. I think the boss may be down there, so I'm not gonna go there then. So I can see this being like the previous boss level where I may fight the boss, but that's not the most important part. Ironically enough, the most important part may be just exploring. Because that's pretty much how... That was weird. That's not what I expected from getting a... You sound weird too, like yeah. Sounds a bit weird if you try to voice act it. Man, voice actors must have a lot of fun with voice acting for this game. Not just for... Here's the thing, I think voice acting for the enemies might have been more fun than voice acting for those with actual dialogue. Just the thing I'm saying... Wait a minute. Oh no, those are the platforms I saw before. I mean, I guess it's only about time we've had a lava level, but I'm just like, you're gonna have it now? And here of all places? And I mean, I'm glad it's not a lava world, like a lot of people would expect from games. So what's the deal with you? I guess those gems. Okay. So I want to get both of you. It's like a birthday cake. It almost looks like the cake thing in Super Mario Galaxy, in the Toy Time Galaxy. So, oh, there's the key. A key. See. Yeah. I guess I have to loop back around or something. That's fine. Yeah, so... This level's weird. Like, everything is weird about this place. I can make it. Good, I made it. So I loop back around to... Wrong button. Don't worry, I made it. There's something satisfying about flying and then charging. Although it's kind of dangerous. Especially if you don't watch where you're flying. Watch where you're flying! I mean, it reminds me of that beak bash attack in Banjo-Kazooie, which I can understand it's a pretty useful technique, but it's very dangerous, and almost all the time when I use it I get damage. It's like the intent of the move is you know, like... So with the protagonist of the game, one of the protagonists of the game is a bird. You know, since you control both a bird and a bear. I mean, you directly control the bear, but you can also control the bird if you so desire. And in controlling the bird, you can sometimes fly. And okay, so I need to find some way to deal with you, but wow, the camera's being weird in this level. Jeez. I mean, sure, I did choose this. I wonder if those two... I wonder if the birthday cake is going to be a solution to that dragon. I like how I'm just calling it a birthday cake. Like, not even just a cake, just a... I'm calling it a birthday cake. For that birthday, yo. Let's see. No, I'm not gonna go anywhere with this. Yeah, it's not enough flying power to get to there. He must be so alone. I'm not gonna worry about him then. There might be a small chance of level loops around to the dragon. I'm not counting on it because I know the game has betrayed me before, but you know, might as well just make an ass out of myself and assume. What's with you though? What do you activate? Oh no. Oh no! Alright, I'm going to ignore that puzzle and I'm just going to focus on opening the key chest so I don't lose the key if I get a game over, because I've noticed that you lose a key if you get a game over, and that is not pleasant. You guys suck. Alright, let's open you up and see what's inside. So, I hope that you can hear me better. I've noticed that, well, my voice has been a bit low, mostly because I've been setting my microphone setting to a lower setting so it picks up less background noise. But at the same time, I also got a new chair, mostly because I needed a second chair in my house, and I've only had one chair, which is like one of my only pieces of furniture ever. So because of that, I have a new chair, and the new chair is a little lower than the chair I've been primarily using before when I recorded videos. So it could be possible that my microphone was set up incorrectly to the point where it's not so easy to hear my voice. So
thank you for releasing me.
You're welcome, conversationalist. That's the best comeback I could come up. That's the best comeback I could come up with. Just you're welcome, conversationalist. That's so lame. Okay, what's your beef? What's your beef? What activates? Oh my, I'm going to ignore you and see what's over here. So I assume that I just have to fly and burn. This actually feels a little bit like a flight level. That little segment where I had to like flame all the enemies while kind of flying, gliding thing. Yeah, to you too. So I think I was saying before that voice acting for the enemies must have been more fun than voice acting for the dragons, since, you know, the dragon dialogue is more or less generic. All you have to do is try to speak with an accent, and, you know, the voice actor for Spyro must have had to be all spunky and shit, because spunky and shit is popular in the 90s, so... And you know, this game is from the 90s, well, late 90s. Maybe like borderline 2000, pretty much. Like, this game came out in the same year. This game came out in 1999, right?
Come on!
Because it could also have been out in the year 2000. The year 2000 is an interesting year for games, all things considered. Mostly because that's when Majora's Mask came out. And it's kind of interesting to hear that Majora's Mask came out in 2000. You know, like, you would think that 2000 would be like the advent of the next generation of consoles, like the PlayStation 2, the GameCube, and such, and the Xbox, but I think all of those games were out maybe like a year later. Yeah, like, I think I got my Game Boy when I was in the 5th grade, and when I was in the 5th grade, 9/11 happened, and that was 2001, so yeah, I can say that the GameCube... Actually, did the GameCube come out in 2000 then?
Come on!
I like how I'm using 9/11 as a measure of time. I mean, it's an unforgettable moment, so it's easy to remember, as weird as it may sound. Yeah, I don't know why I'm talking about it. Well, it's because, you know, like Majora's Mask, a Nintendo 64 game, came out in 2000, and, well, it was a very memorable game. Okay. What's a better... I mean, the way back is just gliding, right? It has to be. I mean, it is. I was about to say, you know, I wouldn't mind getting a game over since I have decent progress already, and it's not as if I'm gonna have anything to lose if I get a game over because I don't have a key on me. So, you're not gonna wonder why I... Oh yeah, like, something I was thinking of when I was trying to remember what game consoles came out in 2000. The Dreamcast came out in 2000, right? Like, the Dreamcast was probably the first console that came out in this generation, because everyone says that Sonic Adventure was a 2000 game, and yeah, people say like Sonic Adventure came out in the same year as Majora's Mask.
Any advice before this battle?
Advice? A wise dragon once told me, aim high in life, but watch out for flying boxes.
Huh?
I'm as confused as you are because that dragon is super quiet, so I need to listen to that again. So excuse me? Aim high in life and watch out for flying boxes? Like Crash Bandicoot boxes? So when I play this game, it's kind of hard for me to hear the dialogue. So that's why I put in subtitles when the dragons talk, but when I look at, you know, with the subtitles, I just look up a GameFAQs guide that has all the Spyro dialogue, so that's where I know what to type. So I guess those are the boxes. Those don't look like boxes, but... So would aim high just be chase after him and just go high then? So I guess he looks like an interesting fellow. I'm just chasing him and... just chasing him. Nothing's happening. Also, I guess he's like a bigger version of those fools who I've been chasing every now and then, so... I guess this is just a matter of chase the boss then. He has a weird design. He looks almost scary. Yeah, he is like those fools. He's like a bigger fool. So it's like one of those cases where... Oh, I have an extra life. Oh, okay. So aim high, but maybe aim high is just go do the platforming stuff. I was right next to him though, and it didn't seem like I was hurting him. I guess? Like he seems to share properties with those fools. You know, the fools who can activate certain things. Certain platforms. Okay, so be careful here. Well. Oh, that's it. Well, that was kind of an anticlimactic end. But hey, he's dead, so... He's dead! Ah! Gone, gone, gone forever, just like your dog. My dog's dead? I ran him over with the car when I drove in. Everyone you love is dying! Ah! 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 I've never watched that movie in its entirety. I just watched that one scene because it stands out. What was it, like Scary Movie 3? Scary Movie... I have never watched the Scary Movie series at all, so... I know it's supposed to be like parodies of horror movies, so... Geez, we have like all of the hub worlds, so this should be the last hub world. Oh yeah, so we beat Jacques. He was... I guess he was interesting. Yeah, that's all I can say. And, you know, he's like a fool, but version 2.0. Also like, oh, so I guess we're gonna arbitrarily battle at that point. Oh, the fathers are rats here. Nork Nexus. Is every world gonna be GN? I don't want to burn the rats, but I feel like I should, because who likes rats? Some people do. Look at Ron Weasley and Harry Potter. So I assume that you're not too valuable since, well, heck. Yeah, you're not valuable anymore because we've explored every single hub world at this point, so this should be the final frontier.
You're in Nasty's world now, Spyro, and you are the dragon who must defeat him.
Bring 'em on! I'm ready!
Reach the exit in each of Nasty's lands. Then you can challenge the Nork himself.
So, in other words, do each of the Nasty levels and then face Nasty. Gotcha. Also, I did recognize the name Delbin. I like how he didn't answer Spyro's question like, "Hey, I freed you. Wasn't he the first dragon we freed? What's up with that? Are you just gonna hand wave it away? If so, then sure, whatever. I respect that. Not really, no, I don't respect that. Also, is this all there is to Nasty's world? Like, are things gonna be accessible as time passes? So I see that this is going to be like the most linear overworld. Also, wasn't this the music back at Toasties? It is. Yeah, like I always say that the Spyro soundtrack is interesting, but the songs, not a lot of songs are stuck in my head. This is one of the songs that I remember vividly though, so yeah, it's the first awesome song that I remember, so that's why I remembered so. So, I guess we're gonna go into Nasty's... Oh, Nork Cove. Oh, it's not gonna be Nork Nove. Whatever, bye.